Hi, I'm going to just give a brief review of a new app called Beak. Beak is another Twitter client, just like Tweetie. In fact, it very much looks like a clone, except that it's completely free. With Tweetie you can get a free version with ads, whereas this one, at least at the moment, even though it's beta, is completely free. As you can see from the interface, it is very similar. We have a little bar at the top here which has tweets, mentions, messages, faves, search and stats. One thing you notice is stats wasn't in Tweetie, so I'll just show you that first. At the moment it says URL click-through statistics, no URL stats yet. That's because I've only just started using the program, but it'll give a stats of all your URL clicks and things like that, and it will show you, who has clicked on links you posted. The first one, tweets, is of course your latest tweet, and you can scroll down and see I'm going quite far back. You'll notice one difference as well in Beak is it says what time the tweet was posted instead of being how long ago. In Tweetie that will say like 40 minutes ago, 60 minutes ago, whereas this has the actual time, like here 5:43 PM. Then also underneath the tweet you have the buttons to retweet, which comes up with the actual retweet underneath instead of in a pop-up, with how many characters you got left displayed as well, cancel and post. And you can of course edit it first before you retweet it. Hit cancel on that a minute. And that was the button in the middle there, it says RT for retweet. On the left of that you have a star, which is to mark it as a favourite. And right of that is this little arrow pointing to the left. That is simply to do a public message. Same sort of box comes up underneath with characters left and at the person. So very similar, like I say, interface. Next you have mentions, which is what people have said to you. I'm assuming you know how to use Twitter already, so you probably know what mentions are. Same sort of interface as with the tweet, and you've got favourite, retweet and public reply. Next you have messages, which are your direct messages, which only you can see and not anybody else. Then you have favourites, which are the things you marked with favourites by, if you're using this application when you did it, pressing the little star. Next you have search, basically just to search Twitter for messages or users, and of course stats, which I mentioned at first. Now down the bottom you have create a new tweet and create a new direct message. This opens in a little slide down sheet. Here, very standard type of interface, very similar to the one you get in Tweetie. You type your message here to make your tweet, and below that you have enter a URL below to shorten and track. So basically you paste in, like, say, a YouTube URL to a YouTube video of yours, then hit that button and then you'll get the shortened link, and of course you can track it using the stats. Cancel that a minute. Next you have direct messages. This is basically the same sort of interface to the tweets, except for you don't have shorten for some reason. You have the little pop down, which if you've already typed your user and sent a message before, you can just select the name from the pop down, or you can type it here for who you want to send a direct message to and then type your tweet there. As you can see, it's got a note you can only message users who follow you. This isn't anything specific to this client, it's the case with all Twitter clients and Twitter's website itself. Here you have a filter, so you can filter by specific sort of search term. This is unlike the search option, this doesn't just search Twitter, it just searches the messages you've got. So you could say like Mac, and then it finds a recent posts in your tweets there to do with Mac. As you can see, this is version 0.95, so it's not even version 1.0 yet, so it's still in beta, so it's not quite finished. So if you notice, if you go to preferences, you certainly don't get as many preferences as in Tweetie. All the preferences are at the moment is to what you want to show in your notifications, whereas with Tweetie you can select which image host service you want to use, which URL shortening service you want to use, things like that. But it is a beta, and I'm sure many of these things will be added later. You've got your basic actions here, like refresh and sign out. Help, which isn't added yet because it's a beta. And check for updates. This is a very great start for an alternative to Tweetie. However, the one unfortunate thing I found which makes it a little bit annoying, depends upon the person I suppose, but when you log in, you type in your username and password and then hit enter and you're in. But with Tweetie you remember it, so you can just open Tweetie and it's there, you're logged in. But there's no remember password tick box on Beak, nothing like that. So every time you open the application you have to re-enter both your username and your password, which I find quite annoying. However, I contacted the maker of this program and he said he's going to have remember password added for 1.0, so maybe even by the time you watch this video that may be added. So that's just a brief review of the new Twitter client, which is pretty much an alternative to Tweetie, called Beak, completely free. I will include on the video and in the description the URL to the website. I will also be making soon a video comparing Beak to Tweetie and showing the differences and the pros and cons of each application. Thank you for watching, and please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. It's very important. If you're on YouTube, it's simple to rate, comment and subscribe. If you're on the website at videotechreviews.com, you can comment but can't rate and subscribe at the moment. But if you right click on the YouTube video, you can select watch in YouTube. This will take you to the YouTube page for that video, where you can rate, comment and subscribe to the actual YouTube video. It will help get these videos and the website much more known about, so your support would be appreciated. Thanks.